everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So with Juni, in today's video we're going to be making this bubble gown with alternate and open back. So if this is what you want to achieve, then let's dive right into the video. And by the way, this dress will make you want to shake because it gives that feeling. So we're making use of this fabric. I think I had a little less than 2.5 years or so. It was just a leftover fabric. I had to manage, and I really love the feeling. So the first thing you want to do is fold your fabric. Fold your fabric in bias form like you're folding a fillet. And then the next thing is to measure the shoulder, where the shoulder is going to start from. So from that point, from the pointing edge of the fillet, I came down by 9 inches to cut my shoulder, and what I had on that line was around 15 inches, which is my shoulder measurement. Okay. And why is up to 15 inches? Because we are going to be gathering it at the end of the day, just like you saw in the front of the neck. It was gathered. So the next thing is to take the length of the dress, and the length I measured here was 37.5 or 37.5, because yes, I really had a little fabric to work with. 37.5. I wanted it to be up to 40, so it's going to be long, but I had 37.5. So I measured the full length. I measured was 37.5, and very shortly we are going to see how we divided that length to get the bubbles. Okay, so after doing that, we are just going to cut it. So from what we've just done to this point is just fold your fillet into two and cut the desired length that you want. I'm going to be explaining the length, how it should be, in a very short while. Okay, so if you want, except you want yours to be as short as mine, you can cut 37. But if you don't want yours to be short, you can make yours to be like 40, 42. And then because I folded my fillet into two before cutting it, I'm going to folding it into 4. I'm going to be cutting that part open so that I will have 2 parts, 1 part for the front, 1 part for the back. Okay, now the next thing we want to do now is mark from the shoulder to the half length. So the half length I used is 15. So I just marked from the shoulder point to the half length of 15. Okay. So now we're going to take out 1 piece so we can work on the back. 1 piece for the front, there's 1 piece for the back. All right, so now we're going to work on the back piece now. So from the shoulder now, that's the mark I already made 15 inch, but what I marked there now is 13.5, because the back has an elastic casing, so we're going to be using 1.5 for the elastic casing. So instead of 15, I marked 13.5. So I used 1.5 inch for the elastic casing. You understand? So I'm from the shoulder to that point now, I marked 13.5 instead of 15, because I want the opening to start from the half length. So I marked 13.5 instead of 15, because we're using 1.5 to make the elastic casing. All right, so then we're just going to cut through, and that's the back piece. All right, so I'm just showing you that I'm going to be folding this one to make the elastic casing. All right, so that's that for the back. Okay, so now we are back to the front panel. So the next thing we want to do now is measure where the elastic case, where the bubble effect is going to be. Okay, so initially what I did here was 20 inches. When I finished making the dress, I realized that 20 inches was not giving enough bubble. So I loosened the elastic casing. It was a lot of stress. I loosened the elastic casing, and then I increased it to 24 inches. All right, so when you're marking your own from your shoulder, you should mark 24 inches. But you know that when I was cutting this fillet, I told you I didn't have enough fabric, so I used 24 inches because I didn't want the dress to be too short. But it's actually fine when it's short, but not too short. All right, so mark when you're marking from your shoulder. Please do don't do anything less than 24. Otherwise, you're not going to like the way it's going to be from the back. So I'm just going to be explaining this thing like I'm actually marking on the 24th point. Okay, so this is where I made the correction. Yeah, as you can see, I already had the neck fixed already. Okay, so I had to mark from the neck, from that shoulder, I had to mark 24 inches down. So this is the corrected version. Okay, so from that shoulder, from that neck part, now I marked 24 inches down. So that point I'm marking now is 24 inches down. Initially I did 20 inches. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for the back panel as well. All right, so this is the back, right? And then, you know, from the back we already removed 13.5 from the back when we were cutting it. Okay, so I'm putting my tape at that 13.5 and I'm marking 24 inches, right? So that's what I'm marking. That's the 24 inches. This one is the corrected one. Okay, so I'm just telling you that showing you that was where I marked initially. All right, but this now I'm marking is the correct version, is the corrected one. That's the 24 inches I'm marking from that point. All right, and just to add more clarification, the bubbles is not sitting on our half length, or the bubbles is sitting below the half length. So but the bubbles is going to be sitting like below the half length. That's like 20 inches. All right, so the bubbles for this dress was formed with 4 inches. That extra 4 inches I added to that 20. So that's what formed the bubbles, right? Because it's sitting on the lower waist, which is about 5 inches from the half length, which is 20. Okay, so if you want your bubbles to drop more, you have to increase that length. Okay, now so back to the front panel. So this is the shoulder, right? The neck part. And I'm just measuring to show you that what I have here is about 15 inches, and then we're going to be running a gather stitch to gather it to about 6 inches. Okay, so now we're going back to the back, right? So that elastic casing, I already made the elastic casing for the back. All right, so this elastic casing, the elastic, I cut it with the half of the back waist, half of my waist measurement for the back. All right, so I cut this, my waist is 30, right? And I cut this elastic. So if you divide 30 into 2, you have 15. Well, I removed about 3 inches. So it's going to be sitting firmly on the lower waist, all right? So what I have in that elastic was about 12 inches. So you're just going to put it inside the casing, and yeah, that's what we have so far. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is join the back and the front together. Okay, so we're just going to place the two and then close them on the two sides. That's what I just did here. So just close them on the two sides. All right, close it completely, and that's that. I cut this strip here for the neck. It can be as long as you want. I cut 3 inches and I used ½ inch to close it up, and then I left a little. I left this 6 inches mark open so we can fix the neck inside. Okay, so now at this point I've joined the back and the front piece together. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have so far. That's the back and that's the front. And I've also gathered the neckline, right? Now before we fix the neck, we're going to finish up that opening for the front. We're going to just hem it and then fix the neck into that opening we left. So I just gathered that into the 6 inches I left open, right? So we're just going to put it inside and then we're going to stitch it. So yeah, I've done that now, and I also hemmed the side of the dress from the front side. Okay, so that's what we have, and now we're going to be doing the last thing, or second to the last thing. Okay, so that 24 inches mark for mark. Now we're going to just go fix our elastic. We're going to top stitch the elastic on it. Okay, So the elastic I'm using is my waist measurements minus 4 inches. Okay, so I took out 4 inches from the waist measurements, and that's the elastic we used for that gathering. So when you go to the machine, because this is flay, no matter how much you gather it, no matter how much you put the elastic, rather, it's not going to go around. So as you're sewing, you're gathering the fabric a little so that it will fit into the elastic. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched to this point, and please subscribe, like, comments. If you have any comments, drop in the comment section and I'm going to respond to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.